Welcome to our channel. Did you know there is a remarkable connection between African Americans and Native Americans? With 98% shared DNA, despite this, popular DNA sites such as Ancestry.com often fail to acknowledge this crucial piece of history. Many Black individuals may have heard stories from family members about having an Indigenous ancestor, yet official records like the U.S. Census simply label them as Black or mulatto. However, groundbreaking research conducted by esteemed DNA scientists has revealed the truth. African Americans are a beautifully diverse mixture of both African and Native American heritage. These findings shed light on the hidden narratives of true Indigenous peoples who called America home long before Columbus or the transatlantic slave trade. According to a chief of the Sioux Nation, their people were brought from Africa to the Americas by the Great Spirit thousands of years ago. This means that Indigenous Americans, Native Americans, and African Americans all share an ancestral connection to Africa. While Black people in America may have arrived through the transatlantic slave trade, there were already Black Native Americans or Afro-American Indigenous people living here before Europeans arrived. In fact, in 1311, Mansa Abubakari II of the ancient Mali Empire crossed the Atlantic and reached the Americas long before European explorers. These explorers wrote about encountering dark-skinned Indigenous Americans who looked similar to Africans from the continent. This proves that Black people have been living in the Americas since the 13th century and are truly indigenous to this land. In the 14th century, various tribes of indigenous Native Black Americans inhabited what is now known as South Carolina. At this time, there were very few Europeans in North America. However, beginning in the mid-1500s, European explorers from Spain and France contacted the indigenous peoples. These initial interactions eventually led to wars between European settlers and Native American Black tribes as they fought for control of the land. As a result, thousands of Black Native Americans were forcibly removed from their homeland, sold into slavery, and exported to Central America, Spain, and throughout Europe. This mass exodus and enslavement of Black people was part of a deliberate effort to make room for European settlers and create a predominantly white population in America. Despite common misconceptions perpetuated by history books, it's essential to recognize that more people of color were exported out of America and enslaved within its borders than arrived through the transatlantic slave trade. The decimation of Black Americans was a calculated strategy to colonize and enslave the native inhabitants of America. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw.